In my opinion, Groudon and Kyogre are actually really good in Regulation G. Now, I've personally made some movesets for Groudon and Kyogre and some good partners for both of them. I haven't made this yet, but I'll show you because there's multiple movesets you can run for Sableye. This is my Groudon. This is the one I actually personally use. I've been criticized for this because of the Oka Berry Terra Steel, but the reason I run Terra Steel Oka Berry is because in harsh sunlight, if you didn't know, fire attacks are boosted by 50%, so if you Terra Steel, you are going to be one shot by a fire attack. And I run Terra Steel because it resists grass, ice, and basically all of Groudon's weaknesses. In Oka Berry, it halves the damage from a steel attack. I run Swords Dance to increase my attack, Precipitate Blades because Precipitate Blades, it's a Groudon. Fire Punch because it is boosted 50% in the sunlight, like I said, and Heavy Slam for Flutter Mains. I run this, max bulk, half attack, 4 on defense, a little bit on special defense and speed. Now, I actually found this set online. I thought it was really good, so I thought I'd share it. It's Protect, Will-O-Wisp, Fire Punch, and Precipitate Blades. So Will-O-Wisp, when you're burned, physical attacks are halved, at least I think so. So basically, this thing with its crazy defense stat 160 is still good even without investment. So Will-O-Wisp, it basically walls physical attackers. Now, a good partner for Groudon is actually Sableye. The one I personally use is Rosalie Berry. Quash, because it chooses who goes last, and Prankster, you're gonna go first because it's a priority move. Foul Play, because this thing's attack stat is mediocre. You can look at its stats. It uses the opponent's attack stat for damage. So this thing, if a Pokemon is trying to set up, for example, to get your Kyogre, because this thing's a good partner for Kyogre too, just foul play them and they're dead. And this thing has Rain Dance too, so you can run this for Kyogre too. And I actually just remembered Gravity. So Gravity increases the accuracy of moves, and it removes ground immunities. So this thing can just spam Precipitate Blades like how the Shadow Rider spams Astral Barrage, but I would not recommend that. So the set I run personally is just max speed to outspeed other Sableyes, because I actually really do think Groudon plus Sableye is going to be a popular combo, and just max bulk. And then a little bit into special defense. Mine's pretty basic. According to Pokemon Showdown, I should go physically defensive, but that's just Pokemon Showdown. The thing is, Origin Pulse, if you look at its accuracy, is 85. Same with Groudon's Precipitate Blades. So Gravity will increase that accuracy to 150%. Sableye is a good partner for Kyogre and Groudon because it gets access to Sunny Day and Rain Dance. Let's go to Kyogre. So if I don't run Kyogre personally, like I said, I run Groudon, I would personally run this set. I'd run Water Spout because it's Water Spout. It's crazy overpowered. Protect for protection. Or if you don't want to run Protect, you can run Calm Mind. And this is, it looks complicated, but it's really not. Just a little bit in special attack with a modest nature. Defense a little bit, because the thing's defense is not the great, but its special defense is super good, so you gotta max out on that. If you're gonna run Sableye in this, instead of Quash, if you don't like Quash, you can run Will-O-Wisp to protect Kyogre. But another moveset for Kyogre could be Life Orb, Calm Mind, Water Spout, Thunder, and Origin Pulse. Because Thunder, it never misses in the rain, and it's a crazy powerful move. This guy only has crazy powerful moves. And Life Orb, it boosts that. If you want to go nuts, you can run Choice Specs and then use Quash on this guy. And you can get rid of Calm Mind for, let's say, Terra Blast, I guess. And I have Terra Water on this, but that was for the Calm Mind setup with Life Orb. Yeah, this is the complicated move set. The reason I have Terra Grass on this water setup is because it resists electricity typing, or light, whatever typing, from my Rhydon. And I think it resists other grass types and stuff like that. So you can go, it's a good defensive typing. Oh yeah, I have Terra Fire on this. This is an offensive Terra for Fire Punch. Now a good partner, an offensive partner for Groudon is Chi-Yu. This is the setup I personally run. I used to run Chi-Yu, but I run Hisuian Typhlosion now, which I'll tell you about in a moment. But I think Chi-Yu is better than a lot of Pokemon because it lowers their special defense. And this thing, keep in mind, Heat Wave, it is boosted 50% in harsh sunlight. So this thing can go nuts and just sweep teams and overheat in case you're about to die. Because this thing's fast unless you're going against a Tailwind team. My friend actually, he runs a Blunder Policy team with Inferno to outspeed Tailwind teams. Because it does. This thing is crazy fast and it outspeeds stuff like that. Another good partner is Hisuian Typhlosion, which let me find it. So you can run a Focus Sash on this thing with Blaze, important because it increases fire type attacks. You want this thing's defenses to be low, so that way you can get to low health for the Blaze ability. You can run Heat Wave, Fire, Protect, and in case you outspeed things, because you're not really going to outspeed much, you can run Calm Mind, because you have a Focus Sash, you can get a Calm Mind off safely if you outspeed them. So this is the setup I actually personally use, because I personally use Hisuian Typhlosion on my team. Another good partner for Kyogre is Barraskewda. So if you aren't running the Life Orb setup, or you want to change the Life Orb setup to Leftovers, for example, or Mystic Water, if you're nuts, you can run Life Orb on this thing, because this thing's crazy fast and the speed is doubled in Rain, but the problem is you're going to kind of be walled by Trick Room, but I feel like Sableye choosing who goes last kind of covers for that. So this thing gets close combat, which is crazy. Aqua Jet just to finish things off. Like if you're in Trick Room, for example. Liquidation and Throat Chop for Incineroars. Or you can run Psychic Fangs or Protect. I would personally run Protect. Now, everyone says that Groudon and Kyogre aren't going to be good. The problem is, these things both are walled by popular things like Rillaboom, but you can just go to a defensive Terra, and you're probably going to outspeed them. You do outspeed them. Rillaboom has base 85 speed, this thing has 90 speed. Kyogre has 90 speed too. But you're probably wondering, they have Grassy Glide. You can go to a defensive Terra, and you might also be thinking you can quash the Rillaboom. You can't, because Prankster only has one priority to these moves, and Rillaboom is faster than Sableye by a long shot, and also gets that one priority in Grassy Glide, so it's gonna go above Quash. But yeah, that's about it for this video.